Before we tell you about the present, I will take you back a little to the past for history in order for the current information I'm about to tell you to make sense. According to World Bank, Africa's first bus rapid transit, so we call it the BRT scheme, began operations on the 17th of March, that is 2008, in Lagos State, Nigeria. That's exactly 16 years ago. But before then, let's go back a little in time. During the military administration of Lagos State, the World Bank then made a proposal, which is the LUTP, meaning the Lagos Urban Transport Project, and sent to the then military in Lagos. They ignored the proposal. After the military regime, in 1999, when the civilians took over power, a governor in Lagos State emerged. So back in 1999 through 2007, there was a governor in Lagos State known as His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is currently the president of Nigeria. Then he was the governor of Lagos State, and during his tenure, his government conceived an idea of reforming the transportation system to be like that in Lagos in Japan or in Latin America or in the Western world. However, he also discovered the LUTP proposal in his office. On the 13th of January 2002, the then governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, signed the bill setting up the Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, known as LAMATA, into law. The law empowered LAMATA with the responsibility of reforming the transportation system in Lagos State. Now, with assistance from the World Bank, Lagos State government under Tinubu began its implementation, and this was how it worked. World Bank provided technical support, while Lagos State government provided the capital funding. This was in his first tenure. Now let's proceed to his second tenure. In his second tenure, he worked on a new high-capacity bus system, which he had already envisioned, and later it became the BRT. Due to several issues between the transportation system of the state and the federal, there was a loggerhead. The Lagos State government decided to sponsor Union of Road Transport Workers, to sponsor them to Latin America in order for them to see the vision as well as get them to agree. Imagine trying to lure people into agreeing to you developing their nation or their state. They went there and they returned. And when they returned, they saw reasons. The process began. This process was transferred to the next governor in 2007, like I said. You do not build a Rome in a day. You don't perform magic. Everything takes process, except you want to deceive or lie to your people. So, in 2007, another governor emerged. That is His Excellency, Governor Babatunde Fashola. He entered office. And in continuation with the project that was already set in place, he set the LAGBOS scheme as a limited liability company. Now, the acquisition of the BRT buses began. There was a scheme we called the LAGBOS, and 220 LAGBOS came in. Out of the 220 LAGBOS, 120 buses belonged to Lagos State government, which was leased to its partner operators, while the additional 100 new buses were procured by the private sectors. So we have businessmen too who would want to invest in the transportation system, and they have the funding, so they will also acquire some buses through the government. So they acquired 100, while 120 belong to Lagos State government. I did not say federal government. I said Lagos State government. On the 17th of March 2008, under the government of His Excellency Governor Babatunde Fashola, the first BRT scheme in sub-Saharan Africa came into existence. It carried more than 200,000 passengers per day. Barely 4 years of the onset of the operation, more than 51 million passengers were carried. Well, let us fast forward to the recent. The introduction of BRT brought massive positive changes to the transportation system in Lagos. Another governor emerged, Governor Ambode. During the Ambode-led administration, His Excellency banned old buses from the BRT scheme in the major corridors. Then there was a Lamata master plan. Now this master plan was handed over to the next government under His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu. So the master plan was activated. So this new buses operates a cashless system where you go to a loading station and load your card. So what do? Go to a loading station, acquire a cowrie card. There are details that you are expected to fill or provide as demanded by the cowrie loaders. The cowrie card is like an ATM card. After you've loaded it, after you've imputed your data or the information required to be activated, you can load money via transfer or with cash. Once you pay, the card will be loaded with the exact amount that you've transferred or that you've dropped. You will not pay to board the bus with your direct ATM debit or transfer or cash. Your only means of transportation is the cowrie card. Stand in line, approach the machine or device, place your cowrie card as directed, and the exact amount will be deducted and you will hear welcome. Now when you're about to alight, you will have to tap out, and there may be some refund depending on where you alighted and the automation, and it will say goodbye. Many people outside Lagos State or other regions may not really understand what I'm saying, especially if you are not a resident in Lagos. Most of them may not know what I'm talking about. They might have watched it on television but might not have witnessed firsthand. That is why some of them go about spreading propaganda. Now let us go back to cowrie. Cowrie is a means of transaction in the refined transportation system in Lagos State, Nigeria. There is another major means of transportation, the water transportation. Now there is something unique about Lagos. There is consistency in governance. Early 2020, around February 2020, the Lagos ferry service was launched by the governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu, at Badore Terminal in Ajah, Lagos State. In 2021, the current administration led by His Excellency Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu unveiled 7 new boats and cowrie card for water transportation. It's the same cowrie card. I have mine. The boats were built in Nigeria by our very own local boat builders to enhance the capacity of Lagos ferry services for efficient service delivery. The boats were commissioned at Laswa, that is the boat belly 5 cowries terminal in Ikoyi, Lagos State. The governor that year said, "We are also launching the cowrie card for water transportation to create a seamless payment scheme for our multimodal transportation system, which I am happy to note is gradually taking shape as we have commenced the integration of our rail lines, bus terminals, and waterways." Within 1 year, more than 500,000 passengers were moved by Lag Ferry, including the Super Eagles who were successfully ferried to and fro Benin Republic for their AFCON qualifying match that year. Water transportation has deep historical roots in Lagos State. Before the current times, Lagos, being a community or a region of water, has the use of water very important to them. Waterways played an important role in trade and connect various parts of the entity. Let me take you back a bit to 1970s. As at that time, Lagos was the federal capital of Nigeria. Then, the Federal Inland Services operated ferry services to Apapa, Ebutero, CMS, and other places. There was later Ita Afaji and Babakekere. These were the then ferry boats that operated from Mile 2 to Apapa, CMS, and other places. Governor Fashola continued the assurance of ferry services from Cyphers Terminal, Osborne, and Baduri. Currently, Governor Sanwo-Olu had ensured the continuity in more modern style. What a backstory. Now, on the 29th of May 2024, being few days ago, the Lagos State Governor, His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu, launched a fleet of 15 new high-capacity ferries, which was constructed and assembled in Lagos State. Each of these boats carry 40 passengers. The ferries were manufactured by Caverton Marine, which is a factory jointly managed by Lagos State government and private. Please clap for Nigeria and clap for Lagos State. Lagos is a standard in this country, whether you like it or not. Apart from the water ferries, Lagos has constructed 15 new jetties and terminals, established the Waterways Monitor and Data Management Center Lagos, Lagos Water Authority, many patrol stations, and Laswa Control Room. I just want to appreciate the Lagos State government. I also want to appreciate the people that are ensuring that all these are being put into place. I'm proudly a Nigerian. God bless Lagos State, God bless Nigeria, and God bless every Nigerian who loves positive development of my dear nation Nigeria. May I hear you say amen. This is Qinspride.